Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love and today we're doing some r/Fatlogic. Yeah, I didn't want to record. I was literally turning off my computer. I'm about to go chill in my room a little earlier than normal tonight, and then I realized I have to record a whole YouTube video because I'm supposed to be doing YouTube for fun. Anyway, I was scrolling through some r/Fatlogic subreddit and I was like, I have some juicy delusion to share with you people, so let's get into it. It's of some Canterbury chocolate, and don't get me wrong, Canterbury chocolate is mwah, so delicious. Now let's read what they have to say on their, packaging. Perfect. Just the way you are. You're all kinds of amazing. Yep. The caption to this is like, yeah, but it's only the diet culture that's promoting disordered eating. And scrolling through this, I've seen that this video is going to be heavily focused on what I've been talking about recently, but the problem isn't just the quote-unquote diet industry. It is the food industry as well. This industry, I can't speak English. This industry is worse than the diet industry, and it makes way more money than the diet industry. Like, y'all don't even realize it. They are feeding off your insecurities. They're pandering to you. And if the freaking food industry really cared, it was really body positive, do you see any fat, obese families in the commercials eating the chocolate together and cooking dinner together? No. It's still the skinny white people. Because they're trying to promote that the food doesn't make them weigh a certain way. You will never see a morbidly obese family promoting Reese's or chocolate or cereal. It's never an obese family when they do the cereal commercials, and those are always families in commercials. But we don't talk about the food industry, do we? It's just diet culture. It's the diet industry. Those are the demons and those are the devils. Thin privilege is donating your body to science. Actually, I think thin privilege would be actually being able to donate your organs as a way to help and save someone else's life because they don't want a fat person's organ. But I actually don't think they would have a problem with taking a fat person's body to show the effects of obesity after death. I'm pretty sure they actually do that. Did you know that diet culture, health, and wellness is a $7 billion a year industry? So the diet industry is a billion dollar industry? 70 billion, right? Well, the food industry totaled about $9 trillion last year. But the diet industry is the problem. Let's continue to read the rest of that post. I just wanted to put that out. Did you know that the diet, cultural, health, and wellness is a 7 billion plus year industry? Corporations tell us it's scary and wrong to be fat, aka not skinny. And they sell us a cure that preys on our fears of being excluded, forgotten, and mocked. All for $1. Well, 7 billion of them. Diet companies aren't looking out for you. They don't care about your health. They care about their bottom line. And you will use anything they can. And they will use anything they can, especially mischaracterization of research findings and outright lies to convince you to give them your money. Dropping out of diet culture is going to save you money. You know what's going to save you more money? Not eating so much fucking food. And we already talked about this. The diet industry is nowhere near as bad as the food industry. They do all the things you're saying right here. They mischaracterize facts about their foods. Like, a lot of companies put organic on their food when organic just means it was living or something like that. Like, people think that organic is clean and stuff like that. The food industry is freaking horrible. Like, they're both conglomerates, and you can lose weight without giving diet culture a dime. And you can save money because if you eat less food and going on a walk outside is free, you will lose weight. It's like such a hard concept. I don't understand how they don't get it. They're so close. They're so close once again, but yet so far away. Healthy intentional weight loss is not a thing. Yes, it is. It's a fucking thing. Lots of people do it. Just because you're narrow-minded and you only see one way of losing weight doesn't mean that doing it intentionally can be unhealthy. Please stop applauding people who post their intentional weight loss journeys and before and after pics. First, it's fat phobic and perpetuates the narrative of thin is better. Second, it sets that person up to feel embarrassed and ashamed when they gain the weight back. 95% of people who intentionally lose weight gain it back, plus some within 1 to 5 years. So I tried to look up people who lose like a lot of weight, like people who lose hundreds of pounds, how likely they are to gain it back. Because the one article I pulled up was like people who lose 10% of their body mass. Now, for like someone like me, 10% of my body weight right now would be 30 pounds. That's a lot, but not a lot for my weight. So I wanted to look up someone who was like my weight and then got down to their goal weight. How much weight did they gain and how long was it? How did they diet and stuff like that? I couldn't really find it in the quick time that I was like really was searching. But I feel like people who actually lose weight in a very healthy way and people who lose a dramatic amount of weight in a healthy, conductive way does not gain it all back. People who do fad diets, people who do crash diets, people who willpower their way through by starving themselves, I feel like those people are more likely to gain the weight back because they didn't lose the weight in a healthy, sustainable way. Obviously, you're going to gain the weight back and more sometimes just because as you get older, you also gain weight. So like within 1 to 5 years, you know, you can be a skinny person as a young teenager, but even if you stay a healthy weight your whole life, you will just naturally put on more weight. That's just your natural set weight. So I wish I can find, that's just my opinion. I have nothing to back up what I feel right now. But I think people who lose weight in a sustainable, healthy way tend to keep the weight off. And the problem is most people do not lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way. Why BMI is a bunch of BS. Moving targets. Meant for large populations, not individuals. Implies weight equals health. Dehumanize fat people. Doesn't account for age, gender, and racial differences. Doesn't account for body composition. Formula was created from white males. Developed by a statistician. Sorry, I can't say that word. And can lead doctors to be more dismissive. Can lead to doctors being more dismissive of obese people. All right, I want to start with one part. The formula was created from white men. Well, so was your movement, goddammit. 3 white men were the freaking founding fathers of the body positive movement. They were the ones who started this freaking movement. When they started talking, people started listening, and they were the ones who fucking started it. Doesn't account for age, gender, and racial differences. I don't like that because it basically said that there's a math difference between our races, that our weights are going to be dramatically different. Yes, certain races, quote unquote, have statistically certain frames. Like Asian women tend to be more petite and really, really slim. African American and Latina women tend to be extremely curvy and have bigger bodies. And white women tend to be extremely straight size. But those are all generalizations. I have met some curvy ass, big booty white girls. I met some thick Asian girls. I met some petite, skinny as hell black women. Like, it's a generalization. And it's honestly what the media portrays of those certain races. The media portrays the curvy, thick, Latin, black, and Hispanic women. And they portray the thin, petite Asian women, but that's not all Asian people. That's not all black people, and that's not all white people. So it's literally a misrepresentation of what we all are. Okay. Dehumanize fat people. By telling a fat person that, hey, all this extra weight on you is not good, is not dehumanizing. It's anything but. It's literally getting down to a level and be like, hey, this thing on your, like, it's like a parasite. It's literally sucking the fucking life out of you because your heart can't handle it. How is that dehumanizing? Telling someone like, listen, you're gonna die, okay? And implies weight equals health. It doesn't imply that. All it says is that, oh, this person is obese or morbidly obese, which can lead to other issues. And the doctor is being more dismissive. I've talked about that. It's harder for a doctor to diagnose a overweight or obese person because a lot of symptoms for other diseases can also be a symptom of being obese. So it's hard to figure out, like, is this a true symptom or is it a cause for your weight? And that's where they're like, well, you need to lose weight so we can see if this problem still occurs. Clothing being flattering is a term that is wrapped up in fat phobia and body shaming. Read that again. No, I'm not gonna read it again. And it's like, oh my god, you can't even fucking compliment these bitches. Like, I don't even know how to fucking respond to your idiocracy sometimes. Like, God, I try to like have a, you know, an educated or somewhat sounding response, but sometimes things are so stupid that I can't fucking respond to it. People say things are flattering on skinny people too. How is that rooted in fat phobia and body shaming? It's literally just a nice way of saying, like, that looks nice on you. Like, it makes you look good. That's basically what it's saying. But no, how dare I fucking come next time? I'm like, nah, bitch, you don't look like you look like shit. Okay, next time some insecure fat person wants to ask me how their outfit looks, instead of saying it looks flattering, I'm just like, no, you look like shit. Go put something else on. In accepting my fat body, I have transformed myself from a suicidal, self-hating, drinking, smoking, fear-driven, binge shame ball into a happy human who can sit in a mountain of poses till the cows come home and bliss out in the present moment. So you may ask my advice? Get fat. I promote being fat. Yes, I do. I'm so confused because you were suicidal, self-hating, drinking, smoking, fear-driven, and binging all while you were fat. So the fact that you accepted the fact that you were fat, even though you didn't realize you were fat before, I don't fucking know, made you happy? Or are you just tricking yourself into believing that you're fat, like you're happy because you can't handle the consequences and the reality of being fat? I don't know if that sentence made sense. It made sense in my fucking head. Because I'm like, all those things were already going on while you're fat. So maybe accepting and embracing yourself is a extremely blissful thing, but ignorance is bliss. Reality isn't fucking bliss. Reality is grim. Reality fucking sucks. So you're ignorant to the facts, so you're living in a blissful moment. That's how I see it. It's like, there's so much that can be said about this, but I don't know if I want to, I just like, I don't know. Alright, I hope you guys liked that video. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like. If you guys like me, make sure you guys subscribe because I do videos Monday through Friday. And I am so close to 500 subscribers. I think I'm going to get there by the end of the week. I'm so excited. That's like half of the milestone. I want to be at 1,000 by the end of the year. And that would just be such a nice growth for my channel. I started off with like a little under 100 at the beginning of the year. And it's just like, you guys have been supporting me and been there through my crazy move, this crazy copyright strike. And I just want to thank everyone who's been there. The new people, the people who've been here with me, like honestly, since the beginning of the year. You guys are so freaking awesome. And I will be doing a little cute video when I hit 500 sometime this week. But just thank you guys all. But anyway, if you guys want to subscribe to me, I do videos Monday through Friday. All my social medias are up here. PixieLove5642. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.